Lazaro Armenteros broke onto the global scene in 2014, playing in the 15U World Cup. He hit .462 and led the tournament in slugging. At just 16 years old, scouts rave about his natural ability. One scout says that Lazarito, as he is known in the baseball world, will be a star with his outstanding speed, raw power, and dangerous arm. Like many Cuban baseball players, Lazarito's dream is to play baseball on the biggest stage in the world, the major leagues. Long before Lazarito, in the time before big paychecks and free agency, international stars began to make their presence known in Major League Baseball. Minnie Minoso, the Alou brothers, Juan Marichal, Dennis Martinez, and other Latin American athletes dotted the Major League landscape as far back as the 1950s. Asian stars such as Ichiro and Hideo Nomo became household names in the 90s and early 2000s. Even at that point, the international signing process was more of a first-come, first-served basis, and the team with the most money wins. The New York Yankees did a lot of winning in that sense in the late 90s, signing the likes of Orlando Hernandez, Jose Contreras, Alfonso Soriano, and carrying on into the 2000s with Hideki Matsui, Masahiro Tanaka, and Luis Severino. The new rules, which were intended to limit wealthy teams' spending, have given smaller clubs a chance to make a play for the top-of-the-line international players. Under the current signing rules, for every Daisuke Matsuzaka, the A's get a Yoenis Cespedes. For every Yasiel Puig, the White Sox get a Jose Abreu. But how exactly does the international signing process work? While the international players have been available to Major League clubs since the 1950s, the international signing process adopted its current format in 2012. It is a long and confusing process, but the simplified version is this. The international signing period is from July 2nd to the following June 15th. Within that time frame, teams are only given a certain amount of money to spend on international prospects. This amount is based on their record the previous season. Go over your allotted spendings, and the team will be penalized with a 100% tax and may be subject to signing restrictions the following period. Additionally, the only foreign players eligible to sign are players who would turn 17 by the completion of their first full minor league season. This can lead to incredible controversy, especially in Latin America, where many records are not well documented, and it is common for athletes to provide false information about themselves. Perhaps the most notable case is Esmilin Gonzalez, now known as Carlos Alvarez. Gonzalez was signed by the Washington Nationals to a $1.4 million signing bonus in 2006. Later, it was discovered that not only had he lied about his age, claiming to be 16 when he was really 20, but also that his name was not Esmilin Gonzalez, but rather Carlos Alvarez. Following the scandal, Alvarez had visa troubles and to this day still has not made it to the major leagues. But for all the hardships players face in reaching America, they have one other obstacle to overcome. They have to play ball the American way. While everyone loves to see home runs, the Latin American game is based more around small ball and moving runners over one base at a time. But in America, with hitters getting bigger and bigger and bigger, the home runs have captivated the minds of baseball fans, and the international prospects must adapt to it. As former Dominican shortstop Rafael Ramirez once said, "You can't walk your way off the island." The name of the offensive game is power, and the best way to make it in America is to have lots of it. Luckily for Lazarito, he has power, and speed, and a great arm. At 16 years of age, scouts are practically drooling over what kind of player he can become, because he still has the time to grow and develop. Yes, there are players in America who share similar skill sets with Lazarito, but one could make the case that he and other foreign prospects have something more valuable to major league owners than homegrown prospects. And that something is the chance to control a prospect from a young age. Regardless, they are all still prospects for a reason, and only time will tell if their careers will fizzle out or if they will become stars. Time, the one great thing that ties baseball's past, present, and future. The slow, grinding hands on the clock that turn a prospect into a rookie, into a veteran, into a former player. Time moves on. Prospects come and go. But the hopes and dreams of Latin American prospects rest on the shoulders of those that come before them. Their hopes and dreams are timeless. They do not grow old. And those hopes and dreams, along with power and speed, have now placed Lazarillo and so many others on the doorstep of baseball's pinnacle, the major leagues.